Hello, my name is Jacquelyn Tomlinson and I work for Focus Initiative, a private firm that works with individuals with autism, Aspergers Syndrome, and other social deficit disorders to provide the tools to better navigate the real world. Today I want to take you behind the scenes on what Focus Initiative does, and more importantly, show you why there is such a need for services to address the social deficits of children and adults with autism spectrum disorders.
My name is James Williams. I'm a senior at Sam Houston State University, pursuing a degree in special education, and I have started working for Focus a few years ago. I'm now a social coach and a motivational speaker, and I also have known Jacquelyn, gosh, for about 10 years now, and she worked with me extensively at in public school to kind of help me in my intervention and my, kind of my journey to do well and to kind of work through my syndrome and get through school. But since then, I've worked here at Focus, obviously during the summer, and then also during doing speeches and all those kind of things, and have stayed pretty involved with Focus ever since. But I kind of started, I was diagnosed when I was 12 years old, and I was a little bit unsure about kind of how to take it. When I was diagnosed, Asperger's wasn't really known. Nobody knew anything about it. They didn't even know what to do. It was just, well, you have it, so hey, good luck. And things have changed obviously from now, but at the time, that's all really we knew. So the best thing that we could do was to figure out, where to go from there. And back in that time, we didn't really know, so it was kind of just a catch. Well, Jacquelyn was working for the school district at the time and started working with me, and she had decided, okay, there's different things that I need to do, and that things that I need to do well at. So one of those things was social skills. Another thing was obviously making sure that I'm prepared academically for college and for, going beyond public school. So kind of from that point, we really, didn't really know where to start, but we tried a couple of different things. One of the services that was real helpful for me was occupational therapy. Another service was physical therapy, speech therapy. Particularly in speech pathology or speech therapy, I worked on pragmatics, which is social language. High school to college was for me, was actually good. For many students it's not, but for me I actually did pretty well because I had those services. I had speech pathology, I had those different things. The reason I am doing so well now, the reason I can be a special educator, the reason I'm working at Focus, the reason I'm even involved with all of this is because I've seen the product of intervention, and that's me. I've seen what good intervention can do, and I've seen the student that is alone, that has no friends, that can't hold a job, that's eating TV dinners because he never had intervention. I've seen that. I've seen both sides, and I'm not any better than him at all. I just got intervention and he didn't, and that's not fair to him. Or me. It's not fair to anybody who, doesn't have those opportunities. So I've seen both sides of it, and that's part of the reason I'm involved in the field, is because it scared me to see people who have not had intervention and have really struggled.
The fact is, when an individual with autism does not receive the intervention they need, they later become dependent on state funding. Of course, this funding is incredibly expensive for the taxpayer because the financial support is necessary for the rest of these individuals' lives. But even more disappointing is the limited quality of life these individuals then have.